Good afternoon, everyone. We have a great, fun not-for-profit this month, and I'm proud to have Anthony DeNovo with us, who is our hero of the month. And so, Anthony, can you tell us a little bit about your organization called the Yard Foundation?
Yeah, thanks for having me. My name's Anthony DeNovo with the Yard Foundation. It's a nonprofit. We just started, we got our official letter in around Christmas time, but August of 21 was when everything got approved. It started just as a group of friends. John, who's our president, is a Blue Island firefighter. His sister Erin is with us, and then one of the other firefighters' wives, Amy, and myself. So the four of us got together and started this. Kind of started as John had a Facebook firefighter training group, and it kind of just blew up into something way beyond what any of us could have imagined. And as we started hearing stories about sick firefighters, or I think probably the biggest thing that started this was a young firefighter got killed in the line of duty out in North Carolina. And John used the Facebook group. It had about 70,000 members at the time on it. So, yeah, so like I said, no one anticipated it. Kind of put it out to the group saying, hey, you know, Venmo made a couple bucks. We're gonna send it out to the widow. We raised way more than what we thought was possible, and you know, we didn't intend to be a charity. We just wanted to help. And eventually, when tax time came around, John's accountant was like, "Hey, you can't do this. You can't just have all this money coming and going." So he incorporated the Facebook group. The next big fundraiser that kind of came out of nowhere, same thing. This time, at least, we were incorporated, but the widow got stuck with a tax bill because it was corporate income. So it was kind of a slow learning process. We learned about filing for the 501c3. So since then, we've been growing with that and kind of expanded out. Our biggest thing that we look forward to is this time of year we do holiday toy shopping, which I think we'll talk about in a little bit. We've helped out firefighters just in need. Probably one of the more interesting things we did, there was a girl in Ohio that the insurance was going to cover. She had some rare cancer where she had to have her leg amputated. And the insurance was going to cover that, but they didn't have the money to bring their house up to ADA standard so she could get around. So we were able to crowdsource enough money to get their bathroom renovated, so that, you know, at least it was the start in getting the house. So.
Yeah. You know, it's very interesting because so many people, you know, you hear those stories where part of it's paid, part of it is handled, and then there's a whole nother area that needs to be addressed and it just doesn't get done. So it's kind of interesting that it's the evolution of the four of you that kind of brought the Yard Foundation together. And the other thing I think is interesting is here you're in our local suburban area in Chicago, and yet you're reaching people throughout the United States. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's been a cool thing. The four of us were kind of, I guess, self-conscious a little bit about doing too much in this area because we do have such a broad reach. The Facebook group actually has international firefighters on it. That we're still trying to navigate how to help in other countries because of you know, all that. But we have people from all over the country, and we didn't want them to feel like, you know, they're giving us money, but then it's staying here in the Chicagoland area. So we make it a point to try and branch out as much as we can to where our supporters are, so that they truly do feel like they're part of this group. It's not just, you know, we're not just some big giant faceless nameless corporation.
Right.
We're all in it together kind of thing. So.
And just trying to give and pass along. Now, I understand the history that you give, but do you focus primarily on firefighters, or what other services do you render really?
Firefighters kind of started as the main thing, since that was kind of our common bond. We do a lot of focus with women's issues. So, all through March and October are kind of Women Month, for Women History Month, and then Breast Cancer Month.
Right.
So we've done just this last October, we were able to pay for 33 mammograms for at-risk women. Throughout October, we helped out with endometriosis, because that's something real close to me. My wife suffers with that. Okay. We've done just some general women empowerment donations. We work with a Chicago nonprofit, the Period Project. So they help unhoused women, at-risk women and stuff, just get the basic sanitary issues that they need and stuff like that. So that's kind of a big part. And then the other portion, I guess, our three buckets that we have, if you will, is just childhood injury and illness, because it just, a kid never did anything to deserve cancer, or like we said, the girl that got her leg amputated, just a little 9-year-old girl, happy as could be. So that was something that as a group we were like, well, we kind of want to help in that regard too, and kind of community involvement in that way.
Right, and it gives you 3 different buckets to do different things at different times as the need arises, which is really interesting. Now, I know that you have a lot of members locally, and then obviously you have this Facebook page that really took off. And if somebody's listening today and they say, wow, this Yard Foundation really sounds cool. It sounds like it started as firefighters, but can anybody join, or do you have to be affiliated with a firefighter?
We'll take anyone's money. No, we obviously started as firefighters, and that's definitely the bulk of our funding. We do a monthly membership called the Yard Card membership, which that helps sponsor. We call it Giving Tuesday, because John and I were just out having cocktails one afternoon, and he was like, why can't every Tuesday be Giving Tuesday? So we were like, yeah, that sounds brilliant. So this whole year, each Tuesday we found a different organization to help, and then we open that up to all of our members, which kind of helps us branch out a little bit. And the more people that know about us, the better. So we're when it comes to the Giving Tuesday donation, that's just anyone suggests, hey, this is a great organization, check them out, and we check them out and donate a little bit of money to everyone. So.
Well, I can tell you went to our not-for-profit hero dinner, and you guys were a lot of fun. So I can understand how you're able to gather a lot of people together, because I do think it has to be fun. You're giving back, you're having fun doing it, and it's part of life. And what's interesting to me is that's how I felt about all of you, is that this became an essential, it's just another element of your life. It's not something that you do on occasion. It's just part of you. And that was really neat about getting to meet you and getting to know you a little more. So anybody can be involved in the organization. Tell us how people can support you, especially with the holidays coming up. Do you have some special events? Tell us about that.
As you said, we'd like to have fun. Events are updated on our website, theyardfoundation.org, so people can find out how they can get involved and what we do. Right now, we're doing a holiday fundraiser, kind of a crowdsource thing where we're raising money to buy toys for children stuck in hospitals. Last year, we were able to buy about $5,000 worth of toys, and we want to do better than that this year and beat it. So we're asking people to create teams and help us kind of crowdsource that fundraiser. And then whoever ends up winning that, we're going to do something pretty special for them. Some of the other things we have are general donation forms on our website that's itemized into our 4 kind of main care categories that we handle: women's needs, firefighter, illness and injury, children's needs, and then just kind of general operating funds. And then probably our biggest form of revenue just to kind of keep us going is the Yard Card, which you can get that on the website as well. That's a monthly membership for about $33 a month. We have a couple different levels of that. We'll send you some swag, some t-shirts, sweatshirts, stickers. You get a really cool metal card. If you ever see John or me out in the wild and show it to us, we'll be certain to buy you a drink. So yeah, check out the yardfoundation.org for all our events and ways to help.
Well, it's very cool. So if you're listening today and you say, hey, I want to have a fun way of getting to give back into the community, and I don't want it to be just that I'm giving money, I want to be able to do something, they can certainly reach out to you. Come to one of your Tuesday events, right? It's really a good way to get it.
Yeah, so Tuesday is that's usually all just virtual. We'll find a GoFundMe or something. So we don't really do anything for that. The big things that we do in this area are a Derby Day party for the Kentucky Derby.
Cool. Yeah.
So that one will be in Blue Island. I'm not sure what the date of the Kentucky Derby is yet, but it'll be that Sunday.
First week of May, isn't it? Of every year.
So it'll be whatever that Sunday at Rock Island Public House in Blue Island.
Okay.
Which again, that'll be on our Facebook and our website and everything as we get closer. And then sometime over the summer, we do a White Sox tailgate party, which is always a lot of fun. We've had people fly in from all over the country for that one. So
anybody can join and get new friendships, new relationships.
Come out to that one. If you didn't have a good time, it's your own fault.
Right.
At that one, we do 2 hours of tailgate. We get that catered food and drinks and everything. And then just the cheap seats for tickets are included in that. So you get to go to the game and everything as part of that one. So those are kind of our two real big parties that we throw every year.
Very good. And then if somebody wanted to know more, they would just contact you at the Facebook page or your website, right?
Yep. Or they can send an email to love@theyardfoundation.org.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate everything that you do for the community and all the involvement that's there. And, if you are, some people are just out there saying, hey, I want to get acquainted with a new group of friends. I want to do something that's really fun. And I want to give back. And what a better way than to reach out. And I know that, I want to personally thank you guys, because when we had our not-for-profit members come together, there were other not-for-profits who've already been able to reach out to them and touch others. So what a great goal, a great objective, and a good reason for living. It gives us purpose in our life, does it not?
Yeah. And, it was a lot of fun, and we appreciated the opportunity to come out and meet everyone. And, it was great. We've connected, like you said, with a few of them already and kind of worked on some stuff. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. So if you're listening today and you say to me, well, I don't have much going on, or my life is changing, I do family law, our family is not together anymore, things are changing, there's no excuse for you. The Yard Foundation is out there. Get involved. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.